What up? This is Woody Woods, and I just came across this video where this clown reviews that degenerate movie Cuties, and supposedly he gives a positive review of it, saying it's artwork and blah blah blah. Of course he does. Look at this sick fuck smile. I haven't watched it yet, but that's what I hear, so I'm gonna watch it now, and we'll do a honest reaction to it. You know, we'll get my honest reaction. Okay. Alright. Like, what's going on here, bro? Got a lot going on right there. Okay. So, on to Cuties review, this degenerate.
Hi, Cuties. Ugh. Guess what I just watched?
Look at he's smiling.
So, if you're not familiar, Cuties is a film that Netflix just bought from director Maimouna Ducouré. She's a French woman. And she made this film that has sparked some controversy. Maybe not so much the film itself, but a poster that Netflix made to promote it. As you can see, it's a bunch of 11-year-olds dancing provocatively. Now, people said that this was Netflix sexualizing children. Other people have said that the film itself is sexualizing children. That's basically akin to child pornography.
It is.
And that it's, you know, the pedophile left normal.
The worst part about it is, even if it didn't, the fact
sexual orientation in Hollywood,
it's having a think about
I don't know how far down the rabbit hole you want to go, and then other people are more just kind of more, I think, in my opinion, insanely saying it's exploitative. It's exploiting children. Even if you're making a movie that's about the exploitation of children, you can do it in a way that does not exploit children when you made it. So that's just a little background. That's why I ended up watching this movie.
Yeah, I was sure that's why you watched it.
Now,
you sick fuck.
It's a solid film.
You sick fuck.
It's a good movie.
It's a solid film? Yeah, you loved it. Your favorite,
definitely
right?
Better than most movies. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the movie itself, but right off the bat, just first impressions.
Wow.
Controversy.
Wow.
This film does try to make you sexually aroused.
Oh, it does. No, you were, you sick fuck. Fuck. I can't even watch this fucking video.
I'll say it's not bad.
How many times you watched that?
It's not a total failure in that regard, at least for me. Your mileage may vary. I want to say that if you are concerned about people treating this as child pornography, there are probably thousands of people masturbating to this film.
You mean you? 1001, you, right?
You know, as far as it's basically, and I'll put some shots, and I'll probably include footage throughout.
I bet you will.
But
I bet you will.
As far as like sexy music video,
I bet you will, right? I bet you will, bro. Bet you will, bro. Bet he's a good dancer, too. Fuck. Sorry, I had to regroup for a second. And,
Diosco, it's not bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. Look at this ratio right here.
Are we live? Is this live?
No, right?
Trigger warning.
No, you waited?
Honesty. So
edited
is
it
that
and then uploaded it. Like,
by the filmmaker?
Who paid this motherfucker to do this?
Provoke.
I bet he is.
I don't get the sense that the woman who made this film is. I think she just doesn't pull her punches. I don't think she's trying to titillate simply for the purpose of titillation. If she were, she probably would just cast adults.
What do you mean?
Make her life a lot easier. I think that the film is kind of roping you into the discussion of the sexualization of children by sexualizing children and by making you complicit in that, because the camera forces you to ogle these 11-year-old girls. And
but you don't have to force yourself to watch the camera. You don't have to force yourself to hit that play button.
Just
every person that watches this fucking movie for research,
it's pretty interesting.
Should go research the inside of a jail cell. Should go research the inside of a motherfucking jail
it's
cell.
Like The Last of Us too. It's a great game. To be forced to do something that you're uncomfortable with, and to have to grapple with what role you're playing in the creation of the culture that these girls are participating in. And
I don't. Yeah, my role. I'll tell you my role, motherfucker. My role.
There's some pretty interesting stuff on there.
Is calling out all you motherfuckers.
And
the only good thing about this film is that
girls
fucking all you cockroaches came out from under the fucking light.
Are dancing like this.
And I try to scatter.
Have become
you can't.
more explicitly sexual. But then, I listen to everybody saying these things, and I think we just sound the same as like old fogies did in the 50s and 60s. So, it's interesting.
Pedophiles
to
disgust me.
Be kind of held accountable by the film, or maybe just informed. I don't know. The only indication. So there's a scene where they're dancing on stage, and there are these judges that are like frowning, just people in the audience that are frowning. That's the only indication the film gives that this is odd or that they are overly sexualized, and it holds it back. And spoilers! I'm going to spoil the whole movie, by the way. So if you want to watch the movie, just watch the movie.
Spoil the whole movie. You scumbag. Go fuck it. I should watch it. It's good. Why don't you come over?
She holds back the audience reaction.
I'll give you the remote. You put it on.
Until the very end, and you
let's
see
see how far we get.
This is no good. This is
wow.
As these girls are doing increasingly provocative and increasingly sexual dance moves,
I might have to cut this one.
Almost to the point where it starts to feel surreal when they're like wiping their hands on their crotches.
Oh, really? You gonna show it?
I think from the back.
Look at him. He's thinking.
If memory serves.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch
memory.
It again.
That's deep in your memory, right? You gotta watch it again.
Piece. It's pretty interesting. I think that it does give you a lot to talk about and a lot to think about, and it doesn't exactly tell you where to land on how appropriate this dancing is, how do we? Children are horny. Little girls
Who gives
are
a
horny,
shit?
and they want to express that.
Who gives a shit? If that's even true,
sure
I doubt it.
That
I don't believe you. But if that's true, that's not some fucking 36-year-old man's business.
14,
all right?
16. And
all right?
This
you understand that?
Is all about
Mrgirl.
In on that.
What's this dude's name? I need to know this dude's actual name.
Asking us all what we are doing to participate in this, encourage it, discourage it.
You're doing. We're telling people to watch this movie and how good it is.
It's all shown.
Oh
so
my
there
God.
are characters who ignore her sexuality, like her father. There's a scene where she tries to strip for her father to get him to give her his phone. She steals his phone and she's trying to get him to let her keep it. She starts taking her pants off.
I can't.
And he ignores it and is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She responds by taking a picture of her vagina. She responds by taking a picture of her vagina and posting it on Instagram, which we'll get to later. We have characters basically shunning her. Her great aunt and her mother basically do like this exorcism thing where they're trying to like cast her sexuality out of her. Even the girls themselves freak out about their own sexuality in a way where one of the girls finds a condom and is pretending she thinks it's a balloon. She blows it up and is pretending it's her breast. And then the other girls realize that she's playing with a condom and they say, "It's going to give you AIDS, you're going to die." And then they start scrubbing her tongue with
Where's
soap.
the lie?
And it's like it's just a great metaphor for the way that kids want to be sexual and are all about it.
What are you talking about?
And then the like
what the fuck are you talking about?
Sex,
no,
kids
don't want to be sexual. What the fuck are you talking about, you sick fuck? The fuck is this dude talking about? Look at him. Oh,
it's
he
like
wants to be
playing
sexual with a
fire
kid,
thing.
you mean?
So it kind of gives you this jumble.
Look at the way he looked down.
portrait
Did you
of
see
all the different ways that we were?
the way he looked down? He thought he was thinking
And,
about it. This sick fuck.
It's like a playing with fire thing. So it kind of gives you this jumble.
Oh my God, I
portrait
can't
of all the
stand this
different ways
cocksucker.
that we respond to the sexuality of young girls.
I need to know
And it
everything
juxtaposes
about this fucking
these
dude.
amazing scenes where it's like you'll see the girls playing on a bed where they're stuffing gummy bears in their mouths and they're just totally children. And then you'll see them shaking their booties on this stairway as they make this.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah,
this
yeah,
viral
because
video.
yeah, you know why they did that? Because the sick fucks who like this film and who this film is actually for, they like the fact that they're children. So they want the people, those people, they're giving them what they want and saying, look at these children doing children shit. And now, think about fucking them. You fucking sick fuck. Sick fucking degenerate motherfucker.
They're pretty hot.
What? What?
You can say whatever you want about me. It's not my fault.
I want to
just
fucking.
make them do that. That's the whole point of the movie, is that you're supposed to be sitting there thinking,
That
look at the
I hate your guts. That's what I'm sitting here thinking.
You're supposed to be sitting there holding.
No, you're not supposed to be sitting there at all. You're supposed to. You're supposed to cancel your Netflix. That's what you're supposed to do. Look at him. Look at him. The fact that
I don't even know
he
if
has.
you're supposed to be comfortable with that. It's more like
okay for him to not only do what he did, but then make a fucking video and then post it online and tell us.
And
they get off on making us sick. These
I already
sick
knew that,
fucks.
but I think it's a good thing to put that out there.
You do?
Artistically, I think it's a good thing.
If I told you what I thought was a good thing to do to you,
definitely,
I would be kicked off this fucking platform and every other one.
And I might really
spend a couple of nights
what they're doing.
On a little vacation.
I made a porn last year, and I feel like I didn't understand. I feel like nobody should it be illegal? No, definitely not. It's not porn.
Oh my God.
Parents allow their children
right?
to be in films like this? I don't know.
Also, just because something's not illegal doesn't mean you should do it. Like, that's not how that's not how you should live your life. Like, oh, it's not illegal to shit, in my hand and rub it on my chest, but like, what do you do? Like, whatever, fuck this fucking.
I kept thinking about if I had a daughter, whether I would let her be in this movie.
Fuck you.
And
fuck
either
you.
way, your daughter's gonna hate you, right? Later, she's gonna hate you. So she'll hate you for squandering her career.
Fuck
by not letting
you.
her be in this really good movie. It's
fuck
it's
you.
Well
fuck
written
you. Fuck you.
And really well acted.
Fuck you. 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 This motherfucker right here. Devil right here, bro. Fucking devil right here, bro. Fuck this fuck.
Be in this movie. And either way, your daughter's going to hate you.
Rewind it for a second.
It's well written and really well acted. And I assume career launching for most of the girls in it. Or she's going to hate you for exploiting her. Because, like, child actors, most of their parents are pushing them to do it. So I don't know. Like, if you have a daughter who's 11 and likes doing sexy TikTok dances where she's shaking her ass all the time, and then some well-meaning and I assume not creepy filmmaker comes along and they're like, I'd like to pay your daughter to shake her ass. I guess I would say yes.
Oh, you would?
I would say it with the knowledge
would you?
that...
I bet you would.
she's going to be
grew up
really
around
pissed
that.
off about it later.
This isn't
And
normal.
that we probably have a lot to talk about.
This isn't normal to normal
it would
Americans.
Not be comfortable, yes.
You know what I mean? Like, there is
So the movie itself, what's the movie actually about? Well, this poster is very misleading because there's not that much dancing in it, actually. The movie is about
way more than
11-year-old Muslim girl
I ever dreamed or imagined.
whose father has just met and gotten engaged to a second wife, and her mother is crushed by this. And it's really a scathing critique of Islam for about the first half.
Yeah,
and
I bet it is.
That women are.
I wonder why. I wonder who
play
made this.
In Muslim.
I wonder why they don't like
societies.
Muslims.
So this girl, seeing that her mother doesn't even really buy into the idea of her father having a second wife, and seeing the heartbreak and on a basic total second-class citizen stature of women in Muslim societies, is horrified. But she's in Paris, so she sees her neighbor is doing these sexy dances in the laundry room, and she starts getting involved with this neighbor girl and their group, and flips out way in the opposite direction. And for the rest of the movie, she's basically going back and forth, witnessing the atrocities in both styles of life. And if the movie has a point, I think it's just that you can leave your cult without joining another.
Yeah, what cult are you in, bro?
Her family.
What cult are you in, dog?
And her dance friends are pressuring her to perform at this event. And
godly,
midway through the event, she has this breakdown and leaves, and rushes home. And her family berates her, and her great aunt berates her, and her mother's kind of stepping in the way and defending her. Every single time. And telling her to get ready to go to her father's wedding. And there's this like horrible, terrifying shot of her seeing her father's new wife, which really freaked me out, and I'm sure has something to do with both of my parents remarrying and me being horrified by that.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
But at the very end, you can tell her mother is thinking of ditching.
Can you get it in 8K for me so I can see
too entrenched.
even more of the disgusting pores in your fucking beady little eyes from your face?
You don't have to go.
Can you please?
I'm not going to force you to do this.
How about wear a tighter shirt, a dirtier, tighter shirt? Maybe try to look more like you're from 1800s and you just got out of bed walking to the outhouse. You know what I mean? Like this fucking motherfucker, bro.
The traditional outfit. The wedding dress that she's been dreading.
He would work out, but weights are just too heavy for him.
So there's some like weird, surreal stuff, but only very little, which kind of made it weird. And she doesn't wear her slutty like dancer getup that she's wearing before, and she just wears like clothes that make it feel like it's her. That she is just gonna be herself now.
The disconnect
which
is
at
so
age 11,
fucking.
Good for you.
And they won't even.
The movie, I think, is a pretty positive message. And
I try to understand these guys, like, what? But then I realize they fuck kids, so like,
come together.
There's no understanding.
So there's also a lot of social commentary laced throughout the movie, which I thought was pretty good.
I don't want to understand.
So the first time we see someone dancing, it is an 11-year-old girl, but it's shot so that we, I think, are supposed to not know if it's a woman or a young girl. And
I bet.
I mean, that alone just raises interesting questions.
Right away, right, bro?
I think the whole thing, the title, Cuties, and I don't speak French well enough to know how accurate that is.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a great title because
is it?
We already sexualize
great movie,
children.
Great title, right, dog?
When we tell a child that they're cute, we are telling them that they're attractive. And attractiveness is only one thing. It's sex.
This cosmopolitan mentality. God,
and
these fucks.
And it's all like connected. Like you have sex.
I love the movie, and you know what?
Comes out and
so much that I got online.
A cute adult, and
I got turned on my fucking computer, and I wanted to tell the world how much I love it.
Telling little girls, especially little girls, how pretty and how cute.
Do you hear yourself, dude?
And this film kind of.
Do you fucking hear yourself, dude?
Taking that to its logical extreme, here's what it is.
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
the ultimate in cuteness. I mean, I was gonna say as long as you stop before porn or child porn, but I don't think I've never seen.
You probably think that's cool.
But I think that it's probably
damn
not
it.
cute. I think that there's often or probably always a terrifying awareness, and I imagine the child is traumatized and completely checked out, and not in any sort of position of agency or power.
Derek Vindernet in his room.
Be considered cute. So this might be, I don't know, this might be it. This
No,
might
it is
be
it.
the apex
It's a wrap.
of
Civilization is a wrap. Society is a wrap. You're right, it's it.
Things you are telling your child.
We're done.
You say, "Oh, you're so
Game
pretty.
over.
Look how beautiful
Game
you
over.
are. Try this outfit on. Look at your little tiara." You strip away all of the cushioning of that, and you look at what it is. You're objectifying your child, and so this is that kind of laid bare, and it's an interesting critique. The movie's not critiquing child stripper dance competitions. The movie's critiquing the way you look at and talk to and think about children, and it's not even telling you to change it necessarily, but just to be aware of it and the effects.
I'll post the watch my video separate
which I
because
thought
that
was
seems weird, right? I don't know.
cool. I think there's some good stuff in the movie about.
I want him to
this
see
is
it,
kind of obvious
though.
from the trailer, but how the grass is always greener on the other side.
Fuck, I want to yell in his face.
As a
God.
oppressed Muslim, you might think that there's all this freedom.
As an oppressed American, you might think there's all this freedom. As I put my mask on and have to stand 6 feet on some
it's
dot
horrible to be a woman
while I'm
in
being
any
watched.
culture, and that you kind of have to find your own way.
You fucking kidding? Is this guy fucking kidding me?
Also clearly saying it is much worse to be a Muslim woman than it is to not or be anything else, basically. But the movie shows us that women are repressed in different ways in different societies. I think kind of it's like, yeah, but it's just like go be like a normal French person.
Fuck this fuck.
You don't have to be like a naked dancing 11-year-old girl. And one way that women are oppressed in basically every society
but if you
is
want
there's
to,
no
right,
room for
guy?
sexuality. I mean, even just looking at the way people are talking about the wet ass pussy song, is
Again, the fact that we are comparing the two, you're putting it in everyone's heads. You sick fuck trying to normalize it, just like
of people are going to flip out, and
just like normalizing shit. It's
and I wonder if that's even part
slippery
of the
slope.
backlash to
No
this movie.
slippery slope on this one. Right now, it's a cliff. It's immediately the first step. Is
maybe
you're falling 10,000 feet out of an airplane. You know what I mean? It's a slope here.
She's not even allowed to have her midriff showing around her parents. She hides under a bed to hide from her mom when her shirt's tied up. And she didn't untie it in time.
Midriff.
And then,
ever,
but
dude.
at
You
school,
understand
she is called
this?
a slut because she posts a picture of her vagina on Instagram.
We can't.
Which I had this like kind of defensive reaction as I was saying this. Like whoever you are watching this, you're gonna be like, "Well, of course she did." But like,
this
why?
guy's getting my nerves. My nerves.
I don't. I'm posting a picture. I posted pictures of my dick all over the place. I don't necessarily call myself a slut.
You felt the need
and if I did,
to post a 20-minute in-depth review.
I guess at 11 it has more
praising this video.
connotation.
Please make another one. Make a 40-minute video explaining why
it's still,
you felt the need to make this video, please.
It's just interesting that like
know. Please.
We're more okay with an 11-year-old girl doing drugs or stealing or
that's good too, right?
hurting somebody.
Go get your upcomings, dude.
Taking a picture of her vagina and posting it on the internet, which
drugs are cool, dude.
Is not really doing anything too bad to anybody. I guess it's embarrassing, but why?
Freedom, man. Put your mask on. Fuck this.
And it just shows you the repression and what it must be like.
Muslim women have to cover their face.
That you're turning into
put your mask on and stand 6 feet away from me.
Dirty, disgusting, hated, awful creature as your girl going through puberty, and there's nobody there.
self-aware
to
decadents that
make room
project
for that.
everything onto us.
There
Like,
are people
they're the
to
most
take advantage
racist,
of it, or there's people to shame
authoritarian,
and be disgusted by it. But through the whole movie, there's no
fascistic,
mentor.
all that. Like, they're
best
the
she
most
gets at the end is from
un-American,
just saying like, I'll
whatever.
just stay
Like,
out of it.
I should have said communists. That's what they are.
I won't kick you out of our house. That's the best you're gonna get.
But I meant
So
like
if I had
that
one
kind of like
criticism about this
authoritarian.
movie,
You know what I
it would
mean?
be that it should have
You
been
know
a
when you
documentary.
use that word, but people are mean.
I think you
Like,
can
it's not
find
they're not talking
girls
about
who are dancing like this,
whatever,
and even in competitions, probably, or something close to it. And
you went down that rabbit hole, I bet, too, right?
And more powerful.
I'm drained.
To show.
Look at him. He's drained, bro. He couldn't even change his
obviously
fucking
a lot of
shirt.
work to try
He
to
jerked
gain
off so much he's
access
so out of breath.
to
This
like
kid never does any
If you can
energy.
show
His
that
heart rate was
conflict
probably at 210.
and show this transformation. You could say most
fucking-
of the things this movie says. I think
Probably 210. And, right there, bro. Yup. That's it. That's his sock. That's the sock he used. Canceled. Doesn't matter, though, because Mommy and Daddy are... He is one of their soldiers. This is one of their soldiers. This is their propaganda, putting it out, testing the water. Not even... This is shocking now, and then that normalizes it for the next time, and the next time, and then, you know, they don't get here to this point, but they get maybe 3/4 of the way here. They move the goalposts. That's what they're trying to do. We can't let them. In fact, we have to push the goalpost back the other way completely.
almost better, and in a way that would actually be more ethical
Fuck you.
if it were real, which is usually probably not the case with movies.
Fuck you. Yeah, I bet you
And I
want
think it
the
would have
real
been more
thing,
powerful
right?
because it's like,
The real thing.
you know, anything I got from it, a lot of it is things I
You want the
already
real
think. So it kind of helped
broken
me
girls from
ruminate
the
on
home
beliefs I already
that
have.
doing this,
But,
not
you know,
the rich
if you're
Hollywood one, right?
probably
You
more
sick
conservative
fuck.
and you go through life thinking, no, girls are not sexual. Girls are cute. And then when they turn 18, then they become sexy.
It doesn't
Or whatever,
matter.
I don't know, whatever
You
bullshit
shouldn't
tell
think
yourself.
that at all.
I could see how
This
I'm
isn't your
empathizing
fucking
with you. I
business,
can see
bro.
how you would view this as just like, no, why are you making kids sexy? That's weird. This is just your sick fantasy. This isn't real.
Exactly.
And
It is.
if it
You
is
knew.
real, it shouldn't be.
That was probably the easiest part you wrote.
Be doing this, and you're part of it. Whereas if it were a documentary, it might be more powerful in illuminating something that's already happening.
So you want the documentary now,
the
right?
film itself
Part
being
2?
accused of creating it or encouraging it. I probably would have rather
Let me
seen
punch in a
that.
wall. It sounded like a knockdown.
But,
I know.
it's a good movie.
Whatever.
Pushes
I'm gonna go
boundaries.
out now and get a frat
Made me
bag.
uncomfortable.
Whatever.
Which
I
is,
just took it off to an 11-year-old. Whatever. No biggie.
not that hard
no
to
biggie.
do.
Don't worry.
But
whatever.
appreciated when it's done in an intelligent and interesting way.
Oh, it's
I guess
intelligent,
that's pretty
right?
much it.
Legit.
Yeah, so it's nice to see a kindred spirit out there poking.
Yeah, I bet
bear,
you do,
asking
right?
Tough questions.
Slide up in my DMs,
making
right, dude?
Feel sexually weird.
Yeah, if
And,
any 11-year-olds
I'm
out
excited
there,
to
if you're
see,
feeling sexually
what
weird,
she
need
comes
someone to
up with
talk
next.
to, DMs
And,
are open.
Thanks for watching my video.
Fucking dirty, degenerate fuck. Alright, now I need like 2 days to calm down. Wow. If you watch this video, tell him to watch it, because I really want him to see how unself-aware this fuck is. Alright, later.